Yes, I think it's essential that the timetables are linked with the database, just because otherwise you give students the opportunity to possibly choose to go and play games rather than go to class. So I do think it's essential. Also, another recommendation I'd make would be to actually give the tutor a possibility, using the system, of blocking out a couple of hours, just so that they can say maybe on a Wednesday afternoon you need to spend an hour or two doing a certain bit of research, doing a certain topic, and therefore blocking out the Games Club means that they will then focus on that particular area. Well, I think the Games Club is an excellent idea, and I really do think with careful management that it will affect the students in a positive way. For example, we can't leave students on their own in the classrooms, therefore having a Games Club gives students somewhere to go. It gives students somewhere to socialise, somewhere to have fun, somewhere to meet new people. However, the key aspect with this is the Games Club supervisors, the Games Club designers, managing the system properly, so that the system works and doesn't allow students to use it in a negative way. I think that is the most important thing. I think the very most important thing in terms of security is to actually have individual logins, so that each student, each user can only log in as themselves. So that allows then the system to track them, and also allows the system to be a secure place and the Games Club to be a secure place. Also, the more obvious things, having the door locked, having only the Games Club supervisor access to actually open the room. And I think on that topic, having membership cards, depending on the expense to the Games Club designers, having individual membership cards that allows students to either log in with those cards or allows them to access the room is essential. The other one thing I would mention is in terms of network security, making sure that students can't download inappropriate games, unlicensed games, anything that poses a security threat to the college and to the network. So making sure that the booking system and the Games Club itself is robust enough to allow that not to happen. Well, the short answer to that question, in my opinion, is yes. It should only be open to students. If it's open to members of the public, although it would look good for the college and the local community, opening the club to members of the public would create many, many issues in terms of health and safety, in terms of fire, and in terms of really responsibility. As a college, we know that our students are responsible, so allowing students from outside in creates a too risky environment for me to make it a safe place. I think as a college tutor, this is my main concern. Obviously, I want my students to succeed, so being able to make sure that being able to access the Games Club doesn't have a detrimental effect on grades, on attendance, on quality of work is essential. Therefore, making sure the system has the ability to create reports, so that then I can then search for a student, see how many hours they booked in a week, see how many hours they booked in a month, then I can then make comparisons with grades. Also, being able to look at times of day, seeing if there's a particular time that students play the club, what effect does that have on their attendance the next day. So I think really tutors should have full access to the system, being allowed to block students if necessary, being allowed to change details if necessary.